In the grand halls of history, where the echoes of battles blend with the murmurs of ancient courts, women rose as mountains, their spirits kindled with a fire that defies time. These queens were not mere adornments on golden thrones, but shapers of fate, weaving power and wisdom with hands of light. Their beauty was not their only weapon, it was their resolve that broke chains, their intellect that forged empires, their strength that etched their names into eternity's stone. In this single journey, woven for one video, we unveil the stories of 10 queens who defied empires, sparked revolutions, and left legacies that burn forever. Across 3 chapters, from the Nile's golden shores to India's lotus rivers, we tell their tales, a tapestry of inspiration celebrating the unbreakable spirit of womanhood. On the banks of the Nile, where waters gleam like molten gold beneath the dusk, Cleopatra VII, Egypt's last pharaoh, stood as a storm of mystery and might. No mere queen, she was an enigma that captivated Rome. Her mind, sharp as a diamond blade, played politics like a lyre, forging alliances with Julius Caesar to secure her throne, then with Mark Antony to challenge Octavian's ambition. Fluent in 9 languages, she penned trade laws and commanded fleets with the ease of a poet crafting verse. Her baths of milk and rosewater were legendary, but her true crown was her intellect, outwitting the power-hungry. When defeat loomed at Actium, she chose death over submission, wrapping herself in a legend that endures. Cleopatra lives on not in stone, but in every woman who dares to defy. Her name a whisper of power carried on time's winds. In Britain's misty isles, where ancient forests hum with secrets, Boudica, queen of the Iceni, kindled a rebellion like a wildfire. When Rome plundered her lands, scourged her body, and shamed her daughters, she refused to kneel. Tall and fierce, her red hair flowing like a war banner, her eyes blazing with resolve, she rallied warriors and charged in chariots, burning Roman cities to ash. London, then a Roman outpost, quaked under her fury as tens of thousands fell to her army's wrath. Betrayed in the end, Boudica chose death over chains, but her spirit, like a storm, remains a symbol of defiance. She teaches us that a woman's rage can shake empires, her courage a flame that burns eternal, lighting the path for those who stand unbowed. In the land of the dragon, where silk whispers tales of emperors, Wu Zetian, China's only empress, reigned with unmatched authority. Rising from a Tang court concubine to sovereign of the throne, she climbed with cunning and an iron will. She reformed the bureaucracy, opened schools to all, and wove Buddhism into the empire's soul, bridging earth and heaven. Her vision stretched beyond the horizon, her decrees shaping a nation's destiny. Though enemies branded her ruthless, seeking to dim her legacy, her light could not be quenched. Wu Zetian was no ordinary ruler, she was a visionary who rewrote the rules of power in a man's world. Her name a testament to ambition that echoes through the ages, urging every woman to forge her own empire. In the heart of Africa, where golden sands stretch under a relentless sun, Amani Shiketo, queen of Mara and Nubia, stood as a lion against invaders. When Rome sought to conquer her land, she donned armor that gleamed like fire and led her armies herself. A sharpshooter whose arrows struck true, a commander who knew no retreat, she crushed Roman forces with unrelenting force. Her diplomatic letters, written with the ink of pride, outmaneuvered generals, securing her kingdom's freedom. Amani was more than a queen. She was a symbol of African might, transforming the desert into a fortress of dignity. Her legacy, carved in Nubia's sands, stands as a beacon of resilience, calling every woman to wield her strength with unyielding courage. In Europe, where tempests batter ancient castles, Elizabeth I, Queen of England, shone like a star in a stormy sky. Refusing marriage to remain master of her fate, she declared, "I am married to England." Her reign saw the defeat of the Spanish Armada, a naval titan thought invincible. and the flowering of the arts with Shakespeare's immortal words. Her speeches were blades of rhetoric, her gowns armor of elegance. At Tilbury, her red hair streaming like fire, she rallied her troops with, "I have the heart of a king." Elizabeth ruled not just a nation, but the hearts of all who knew her, crafting a golden age that lives in legend. Her reign, a symphony of strength and grace, inspires every woman to lead with wisdom and defiance. In the east, where Byzantium's domes glitter like stars, Theodora, the crowned empress, was the voice of the people on an imperial throne. From a dancer in Constantinople's streets to Justinian's partner in rule, she reshaped laws to shield the poor and women, her compassion as fierce as her resolve. When the Nika riots threatened to engulf the city, she stood firm, refusing to flee, proclaiming, "Royalty is a shroud I will not shed. Death is my honor." Her courage saved an empire, her wisdom rebuilt it. Theodora was no chance queen, she was a tempest of will, rising from shadows to shine as a star. Her legacy, golden and untarnished, calls to all to stand resolute in the face of chaos. In Arabia's sands, before Islam's dawn, Zenobia, queen of Palmyra, stood like the sun in a desert sky. Defying Rome, she led her armies in armor that shone like stars, her empire stretching from Egypt to Asia Minor. A scholar fluent in languages, she wrote poetry as she waged wars, her words as sharp as her sword. Captured by Emperor Aurelian, she walked in his triumph, head held high as a queen, her spirit unbroken. Zenobia never bowed, she became a symbol of rebellion, turning the desert into a crown. Her name, a cry for freedom, echoes through time, urging every woman to fight for her place among the stars. In ancient Russia, where snow cloaks the plains, Olga of Kiev, the warrior princess, burned like a beacon in the medieval dark. After her husband's murder, she avenged him with cunning, burning enemy strongholds with fiery traps. As regent for her son, she brought Christianity to her land, traveling to Constantinople to negotiate with emperors. A master of political chess, Olga built a great nation from war's ashes. Her legacy is not just a kingdom, but the foundation of a people's future, a testament to a woman whose will shaped history, inspiring all to wield strategy and strength in equal measure. In West Africa, where sunlight dances on Axum stone walls, Queen Makeda, known as the Queen of Sheba, stood as a legendary leader who shook the earth. Leading a revolt against religious authority, she seized the capital and founded a new dynasty. A fearless commander who rewrote the rules of rule, her journey to meet King Solomon, laden with gold and wisdom, became a legend of diplomacy and power. Shrouded in mystery, her name echoes as a symbol of strength and change, a storm that reshaped history. Makeda's story sparks the hearts of those who hear it, a call to lead with vision and courage. In India, where lotus blossoms embrace the rivers, Razia Sultana, Delhi's first sultana, rose as a star in a sky of men. Defying tradition, she led armies into battle, clad in armor and crowned with courage. Just wise and beloved, she ruled with fairness that unsettled her foes. Her enemies, envious of her power, conspired against her, and she fell in battle. But her name remains a beacon of female strength. Razia was a dream, a woman who ruled a world unready for her. Her courage a light that never dims, inspiring every woman to claim her throne against all odds. These queens, Cleopatra, Boudica, Wu Zetian, Amani, Elizabeth, Theodora, Zenobia, Olga, Makeda, Razia were not mere rulers but forces of nature, their power not in crowns but in hearts that refused surrender. Cleopatra outwitted Rome, Boudica burned its cities, Wu Zetian built an empire. Amani stood as a lion, Elizabeth crafted a golden age, Theodora gave voice to the weak. Zenobia defied an empire, Olga forged a nation, Makeda reshaped a dynasty, Razia led in a man's world. Each was a flame, lighting her era and kindling women to come. Here on our channel, we celebrate them, women who broke time's chains, queens who wove dreams into history's tapestry. Every tale is a call to every woman today to lift her head, wield her will's sword, and write her name in unyielding light. Join us on this journey through time's wonders, reviving legends to ignite the spark in every heart. Subscribe, share these tales that never die, and let us weave the past into the present. Let us inspire one another, for a woman's strength, beauty, and spirit are the legacy that lights the world. This is our vow to tell, to celebrate, to awaken the queens in every one of you. Let every woman today be a mirror to those legends, carrying their fire, writing her story with light that knows no end.